Welcome to the People Connect podcast. Your network is your net worth. Are you ready to take your life to the next level? Be prepared to leap out of your comfort zone and connect with the who's who of what you want to do. Stop, drop, and roll as we start, market, and grow the CEO of you and your host, Nichelle Womack. She will help you engage, reinvent, motivate, and reactivate your plans for success.
Hey everybody, welcome to the People Connect podcast. I am your host, Nichelle Womack, the startup CEO, helping you to start a profitable business from your kitchen table while you're still working your 9 to 5. And yes, it can be done. You know my motto here. It's nothing wrong with having that 9 to 5 because I tell you what, that's an extra stream of income. But what there is a problem if you go to work every day and you don't pursue the dreams, the aspirations, and the desires that you have of your heart. Life is only short if you're not living. And if you have dreams, my ultimate goal that I share with you on a regular basis is get out there and pursue them. Do what you need to do so that you can do what you want to do. I'm so excited going into the second quarter of 2018 with this podcast. We've been on the air probably about a year and I think in 4 months, and we've surpassed over 10,000 downloads. So I thank you so much for subscribing to the People Connect podcast on iTunes and iHeartRadio. And I also thank you for sharing. I've received numerous emails as well as from my kids' friends. I have teenagers, and I've gotten some emails from their friends, or they've conversed with me and told me, hey, you really motivated me to go out there and change some things in my life, to start my own business, and just to be a better me. So as I say all the time, do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. Continue to aspire and move forward. So 2018 is starting off great, and I pray the same for you. In this second quarter of the year, my ultimate focus and goal will continue to be to push you forward with information, inspiration, and motivation to go out there and start your own enterprise, to be better in your careers, whatever it is. If you're working as an entrepreneur, meaning you're working for someone else, you can still be great at what you do. Obviously, I focus on entrepreneurship because I have been that for 25 years, and it has allowed me in different instances to be a great employee. Yes, it's nothing wrong with being a great employee. I've learned a lot in different positions I've had, and it has allowed me to elevate myself in my own business, because another thing that I always say, you don't know if you learn something from one entity, you can transfer it to another entity, because you yourself are your business and your skills are transferable. So please keep that in mind, that, if you are on a job and they're giving you more duties to succumb to what you're already doing, look, take it as a challenge, because that's more credibility that you can add to your resume, that you can go out there and know what to do and what not to do if you decide to become an entrepreneur. So thanks again for being a part of our family. We greatly appreciate you. You can learn more about me and what I do by going to my website at NichelleWomack.com. I have other services that I offer as well, and you can check them out at 2excelwithnichelle.com as well. So we are going to talk about different things today. Marketing tips for women entrepreneurs. I hear a lot of women out there tell me that, so-and-so said it was easy, and I tell you this all the time. Nothing easy, nothing worth having is going to be easy to you. You're going to go through some struggles, some trials, some tribulations. And the longer you stay with it, stick with it, the more in tune you will find that the struggle does have a victory moment. And in that moment, you will find success. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Motor Club of America, where you can get not only a service, but an opportunity to earn an extra stream of income. It is a roadside assistance business that allows you to have unlimited towing for your vehicle. So even if you have services through your insurance company, which most insurers typically do sometimes, it does not surpass what you get with Motor Club of America. So go to theroadsidebuddy.com to learn more about Motor Club of America. That's theroadsidebuddy.com. So if you are a female entrepreneur and you're searching for new ways to market your new business, today you're in luck. There are many great ways to do so. Even better, the suggestions that I'm going to mention to you today are very affordable. And remember, unless you're lucky enough to have an unlimited supply of capital, it's always best to go easy on your finances in the beginning. Money does not fall off trees. Yes, so if you don't have the money, which a lot of startup entrepreneurs suffer from this, and this really what either prevents them from going into business or stifles their growth activities. So I want to keep these things abreast and on the top of your mind to let you know that, don't be stingy with your money, because you got to invest in your business in order for it to grow. But understand what you need right now to get started and know what you need to help you grow. So the first thing I want to mention to you, always have a plan. No matter what kind of small business that you're in charge of, it's always best to have a plan before you put things into action. You fail to plan, you plan to fail. This is true of every aspect of running your business. You may want to keep an audio recorder or some small notebook with you. I typically keep a notebook with me, and then I have a notebook on my phone, or find some type of app or something that you can work with within your parameters to help you do this. Having a plan. Once you have a plan laid out, stick to it and work it to the best of your abilities. Work your plan. Okay. You got to work your plan. The next thing that I want to make sure that you're aware of is that it's key that you stay optimistic. It's easy to become negative, especially when things are not working out the way that you want them to. And I must make you aware that a lot of times they're not going to work out the way that you want them to. So you must set optimistic goals. And in order to get work done effectively, it's best to establish these goals that you can work to achieve throughout the day, the week, the month. These goals should be the things that are attainable. There's nothing worse than goals that are not attainable. And then when you try to achieve those goals, you get disappointed because you did not. And so attainable goals are things that you know that you can do within a certain time frame. Now, I don't believe in underachieving our goals. I obviously believe in overachieving, but I also believe in setting realistic goals. Because if you set them too low, then your expectations or your idea of the process of setting goals are not going to be realistic. But if you set them at a bar where they're going to cause you to stretch yourself, as long as they're attainable and you're optimistic about them, you should reach them. Otherwise, you're just setting yourself up for failure. And, I state this all the time. Failure has always been my greatest medicine. However, failure is not fun. It's not enduring, and it definitely will make you want to quit. So you want to set these optimistic goals in advance. Be aware of them, write them down, put them at a visual perspective on some type of board on your bathroom mirror, or, make certain that you read them every day. If you read your goals every day, you'll be more apt to achieve them because you're setting yourself up for success by knowing what your goals are. And as I mentioned, being optimistic, and they should be challenging and encourage you to push yourself in order to be as effective as possible. So set optimistic goals. The next thing that you want to know as an entrepreneur, woman entrepreneur, male entrepreneur, whatever you are, you want to know your target market. I can't tell you how much money, how much time I spent on not knowing my target market. You need to research your target market, and that's not necessarily always easy. But if you know what you do and why you do it, researching your market, your target market, can be easier. So say, for instance, like myself personally, my target market is that single mom, that working mom, that married mom who would like to earn an additional stream of income, that per se may be tired of their 9 to 5, that literally want to step away from that 9 to 5 at some point in their life because they want to start enjoying their life. And my target market typically ranges anywhere from 30 to about 55. Now, that may be a little broad. However, people at 55, they're women at 55, they're at that stage where they're looking for options that they know they're getting ready to retire, but they don't know what they want to do. And then that 30 range to about 40. So they've had some type of corporate experience, some type of work experience, but they know that there's more out there for them. So that is a demographic. Now, I don't care what color you are or anything, because women, we all feel the same thing. That stress of being either a single parent, a mom, a wife, and all that stuff, so I search for those type of people. As far as income bracket, people that don't make a lot of money, they really don't have a mindset of making more money. And that's a general statement. And I'm stating that for the simple reason the people that I've worked with that know that what they have right now, that it can be more, they're more apt to know that possibility exists. They are apt to know that more money is a possibility for them to attain. Now, someone who has that poverty mindset, broke mindset, they're not going to be my target market unless they have seen better, have been in contact with better, and they are looking to change that. Now, that is a possibility, because I state this all the time. I come from a impoverished area, but I was surrounded around people who had more, who did more, particularly my parents. And more was something I knew that could be achieved. But a lot of people in that environment, they don't necessarily have that. So you got to know your target market. You have to know where they hang out, what they do, what they like, what they don't like, what they eat, what they buy, how many kids they have, if they're married, all those things. Your target market is so key and incremental to your success, not only as an online business owner, but as someone who wants to build their business. So even before you open your doors to the public online or in a brick and mortar, you need to understand who your target market is. Now, that's my target market from a consultant, from a coach perspective. I'm also a licensed real estate broker, and I have my own business in that aspect. So my target market there, I typically work with first-time home buyers, people who are looking to upgrade their life. And again, demographics in that category, people who have the finances to purchase a home. A lot of times people have the finances, but they don't know how to purchase a home. So it is my job as the real estate broker to teach them that you are capable, if you earn an income, to purchase a home. Now, dollar amount may be different. Under most circumstances, it is. So I go back to the fact that you need to know your target market, and it is crucial to your marketing plan, your business plan, and your marketing plan, because your target market will help you expedite into the field of business that you're seeking. So the more specific that you get by drilling down on those categories that I mentioned earlier, the better you're going to be as an entrepreneur, as a female entrepreneur, male entrepreneur, whatever, the better you're going to be as an entrepreneur. Not only do you need to know these things like age, gender, and income bracket, you also need to know what motivates your ideal client to say that they want what you have available. Because there's a lot of people out there. There's a ton of real estate agents. There's a ton of coaches. There's a ton of everybody doing what you do. My question to you is, what do you do and how do you make it different? How do you stand out from the crowd? Because see, everybody can't stand out from the crowd. Some people blend in with the crowd. And when you blend in with the crowd, you look like the crowd. And so what makes you different? That's my question to you. And until you identify that, then I'm going to say, go back to the drawing board. This is what I tell my clients all the time. Go back to the drawing board until you get clarity on who it is that you're talking to. So I spent a little time on that because that is really, to me, outside of mindset, knowing who you're targeting and marketing to, I think that's the core essence of business success or business failure. Know your target market. The next thing that I want to bring to your attention is that you need to build a strong portfolio. What do you mean by that, Nichelle? As the owner of the business, the way you present yourself, first impressions or lasting impressions, that potential to the client or customer gets from your organization. So if you are not professional on day one, your per se client may see that and they may not be attracted to what it is that you do. They may not be attracted to what it is that you do. So what you do, how you look, how you speak, how people perceive you is so key and important in building that strong portfolio for your organization. Now, to me, customer service is essential in everything. I make certain that I communicate with my clients on a regular basis. Why? Because majority of the people I work with, either they don't know how to start a business or grow that business, monetize that business, things of that nature. And so it is my ultimate goal to be there for them. But don't get it twisted. They're paying me to be there. So if they're paying you to be there, you better show up. Okay, that's the quickest way to lose business, not showing up when you're supposed to be there. Now, I'm not saying be at the beck and call of your clients, because realistically, that's kind of impossible to do, especially if you grow and you build. You need to set a schedule. You need to put them on your schedule. They need to know that they need to get on your schedule. Even though they're paying you. They need to get on your schedule. Unless you just have one client. But your goal is to grow and build, and then not let them know that you just have one client. OK, you need to let them know that this is how I run my business, because structure is so important in starting a business, building a business, and growing it. Build a strong portfolio. Make sure to always have a resume or a portfolio available so that future business associates can see all the hard work. That's why I believe LinkedIn is so key and so important, no matter what area of business you're in. Whether you're an employee or an entrepreneur, your portfolio on LinkedIn is a synopsis of the things that you do. That's why it's important to keep that updated. So all the hard work that you've done and you put into your past, make sure that it represents your future. And if they're impressed with you and how you represent yourself as a person, it's much more likely that they'll do business with you. People do business with people they know, like, trust, and respect. People do business with people they know, like, trust, and respect. The next thing that you need to do is form a positive network. Form a positive network. Now, at some point in my life, I'm starting to get me some business besties here, and I can't tell you how important that is to the essentialhood of being an entrepreneur, because it's very lonely. I remember my days in pharmaceutical sales as a manager and as a sales rep. It was very lonely out there in any form of sales, because majority of the time you're by yourself, unless you have that teamwork that you getting together with team and things. But being an entrepreneur is very lonely. Sometimes you don't have anybody to run ideas across. You know, sometimes your family or friends, they don't understand that, because majority of them going to work and they're going to think you're crazy by going out there pursuing your dreams. Side note, let them think you're crazy. Don't stop pursuing your dreams because somebody does not understand what you do or somebody tells you to go get a job. OK, keep doing what you do. But you need to form that positive network of other business women that do what you do in business. Maybe not the same thing, but understands business, and that will support you along the way. And it can be difficult to market your product or your business on your own. And that's why it's good to have business besties, to have, JV partnership, collaborations with other people, so that you can forge that bond of a positive network. Now, fortunately, with social media marketing, it makes it easy for you to connect with just about anybody and to reach potential clients. Now, make sure your business has a strong web presence and established pages for your social media sites. Like, for instance, like my business for my real estate agency, I just got an Instagram page, and you can go check that out at Triad Realty Group, at Triad Realty Group. I think I'm either the Triad Realty Group or at Triad Realty Group. Go figure. Look, so I just started that one, but you can follow me at Nichelle Womack on Instagram, and you can see the things that I post. All of the time. I don't post anything negative, no matter how I'm feeling that day, but I post positive inspiration and aspiration and motivation and information to help people that are in business. No matter if you're not in business or in business, I help you to have a positive perspective on a day. So go to at Nichelle Womack and connect with me there. And I'm also on Twitter at Nichelle Womack and on Facebook at Nichelle Womack. So constantly, your presence, your online presence has never been as important as it is today. If you're not online, then you're not in business. Literally, you're not in business if you're not online. So you want to make sure your business presence is strong and you have pages that are established for your social media sites. Another site that I just started, and I'm working on that brand as we talk right now, is at Love Thy Marriage. Now, that network basically is for people that are married, that are looking for esteem to build their marriage, or people that are thinking about getting married. I post things on there that what I think after 22 years of being married, that marriage should be. And then at Nichelle Womack site, I talk about business because I've been a business owner for 25 years, worked in corporate America, all that stuff. So I put everything of wealth of knowledge on there from those experiences and share some fun things about my family too. But that network has allowed me to connect with people online, LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on Periscope, on YouTube, and all that stuff. And even within my podcast here. Jim Rohn once said, you've heard me say this before, you are the sum of the 5 people that you hang around. So if you're hanging around 5 negative people that don't know nothing about business, that tell you to quit and go back to work, you're probably going to quit and go back to work. And if you're hanging around those 5 negative people that say you should stay on your job forever and all that stuff, you don't need a business, get away from them. If you're hanging around 5 people that says you can do this, I know you can do this. This is something that you have a desire in your heart. I see it written all over you, that constantly pushes you and up levels you, then you are doing a great thing. Make sure your business has a strong presence. Social media isn't the only way to establish a network of clients and business associates, though. But wherever you go, you are your business. Your brand is you, and you are your brand. And your business works with another company. Be sure to establish that relationship between the two. I can't express enough how much relationship has an impact on how you do business and how you do it well. The next thing I want to share with you, and this is number 10. I did number along the way, but this is number 10. 10 things that a woman in entrepreneurship, a business owner, can do to grow their business is that you can keep searching for new opportunities. Now, I'm kind of hesitant to share that with you because if you have not mastered the first one, then I'm not going to suggest that you go jump off into something else. But the fact that you keep searching for new opportunities, because you've heard me say this before, opportunities come dressed in overalls and it looks like work and nobody wants to pursue it or do it. But the more you look for new opportunities, you will find that you will be able to add them to what you currently do, expand upon what you currently do, grow what you currently do, and build what you currently do. So never pass up an opportunity to market yourself or your business to others. People won't know what you do if you don't tell them. I run into so many silent entrepreneurs, like I run into so many silent worshipers of the good word of Jesus Christ. I run into them all the time. And I'm like, if you're proud of who you are and what you do, why aren't you saying anything about it? Now, I'm not saying go blast everybody on social media, constantly filling their inboxes and all of that kind of stuff, because you got to have a break in between. You got to know when to turn it on and turn it off. But to be honest with you, keep your business on at all times. Do you hear me? Keep it on at all times. You ain't got to always be talking about it, but there's some references you can do. You can do a silent sale. Everything that you do does not always have to be sale. It can be done through multiple ways. And I've shared that on previous podcasts. I can't remember which one it is, but you may want to go through and look after 100 and some podcasts. There's somewhere up in there where I mentioned this. Make sure that you always have your business card with you and always connect with people on social media. So now I carry my business card with me. And then when I have my business card, I ask them, are you on Instagram? Are you on LinkedIn? Are you on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, wherever you are? Connect with me, because I want to connect with you as well. Now, I don't tell everybody to do that. Only people I tell who to do that is if something they have that I want to learn something from them and that I know that they can learn something from me. And perhaps maybe that person that may have said no in the past, and you never know, they may say yes in the future. Because everybody, all that follow stuff, you don't want everybody following you, because everybody is not going to be your target market. And more than likely, they'll end up spamming you or just wasting your time. Those tire kickers, hey, get rid of them. Nobody wants to be around a lot of tire kickers. Just there engaging, not necessarily even engaging, taking your information and moving on and not necessarily doing anything with it. Keep your business card with you and always connect with people on social media when you're out. You never know when you may run into someone in your personal life that wants to form a business connection with you or a professional connection with you. You never know where you might be, and you might meet your next customer. Everybody has customer potential. They may not be right now. They may be tomorrow, in the future. You never know. And then they may know somebody that can benefit from what you do. So keep searching for new opportunities and always tell people what you do. So these are just a few marketing tips for entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs, men entrepreneurs. Realistically, this is just the beginning. Obviously, you don't have to try all these things at one time. Trying one or two at a time is usually better to do that, because you don't want to bombard yourself. You don't want to get overwhelmed, and you don't want to quit. You don't want to quit. So that is my message for you today. And you know, I always have something to share with you business-wise. So if you are just getting started, if you are interested in growing your business, which I hope and pray that you are, I hope and pray that you are. And if you are interested in doing something different with growing your business, you know, I have several tools. You can go to a lot of things that I have that's at the link in my bio to Excel with Nichelle.com. But in regards to growing your business specifically, I have some marketing guides and some strategy thinking. And you can go to bit.ly/small biz guides. And in those guides, I'm going to give you different tools, different resources about how to engage with other people, how to get your business name out there, how to do different things, pay-per-click marketing, email marketing, anything that you need to help grow your business and take it to the next level. So go to bit.ly/small biz guides, and that's SMALLBIZGUIDES, bit.ly/small biz guides. If you like to schedule an appointment with me with one-on-one consultation, you can go to bit.ly/let's chat 2. And that's LETSCHAT number 2. Again, bit.ly/LETSCHAT the number 2. And I look forward to working with you. If you like what you hear that I share with you on this podcast, please share with other people. Don't be stingy. If you're listening to it and you're motivated and you're inspired to go out there and do some great things in your life, share the People Connect podcast with other people. You can also go to Facebook to share it with your audience on there at the People Connect podcast on Facebook. We do some live broadcasts. We do a lot of things just to literally keep you informed and to keep you consistently building and growing. And if you haven't started yet, to help you start as well to get to that next level of entrepreneurship. So until next time, I am Nichelle, and I am signing off for now as your host. I thank you so much for coming in to listen to the People Connect podcast, and we will be in touch very soon. Blessings and peace unto you, and may everything that you touch, may it turn to gold. Make this a profitable and productive second quarter of 2018.